Hi, my name's Jane Beck and I'm a retired medical practitioner. So my qualifications are all from the UK. I have a Bachelor in Medical Sciences, my basic medical degree and my higher qualifications of membership of the Royal College of General Practitioners and membership of the Faculty of Occupational Medicine, which is affiliated to the Royal College of Physicians. Yes, I do consider water fluoridation to be a form of medication. When fluoride's added to the water, the purpose is to treat tooth decay or to prevent tooth decay. It's not a nutrient. There's no acknowledged nutrient deficiency syndrome, and we know that we can have perfectly good teeth without fluoride, so therefore it is a medication. And by doing this, it's just totally unethical. It's an unethical practice which is an uncontrolled medication which robs individuals of their rights under the Health and Disability Commissioner's regulations. It robs them of their right to informed consent and their right to withdraw that consent or change their mind at any point. And also it doesn't there's no follow-up to look for adverse health effects. No, it's not an effective public health strategy. If you credit water fluoridation with reducing tooth decay over the years, it's a bit like crediting the weatherman with good weather. The two are really only quite remotely connected. The benefits of water fluoridation for reducing tooth decay are really negligible, if not totally absent. I mean, the recent Armfield study from Australia showed only 0.1 of a tooth was saved by water fluoridation when other factors were taken into consideration. And as we know, sugar is the main cause, and the effect of fluoride is through direct action on the teeth. And the other aspect of the public health strategy is that actually it really doesn't have any impact whatsoever on reducing the inequality gap of tooth decay that exists. And no, I would say fluoridation isn't safe at 0.7 to 1 milligrams per litre, particularly for formula-fed babies. Even with the Ministry of Health, upper limits are exceeded for many formula-fed babies. And there are many health effects which have been associated with fluoride. But the one I think is particularly important in New Zealand is the effect on the thyroid, because the toxic effects of fluoride are increased when there's iodine deficiency. And in New Zealand, we have an iron deficiency state. You know, our soil, our water, and therefore our food is very low in iodine. And the recent, well, relatively recent 2008-9 adult nutrition survey showed that 79% of the people surveyed were iodine deficient. So, you know, clearly there's an issue here, and I think water fluoridation isn't safe, and in fact there is no research which shows that water fluoridation is safe. Yes, there are other public health interventions that are more effective, safer and acceptable than water fluoridation. Toothbrushing campaigns to develop good toothbrushing habits, health education to improve dietary habits, and encouraging people to enrol in the free school dental service. So for preschoolers and schoolers, all those are beneficial. And in fact, in the Waikato, their recent increased activity in this area for preschoolers has shown huge benefits. So in 2010, Maori in non-fluoridated areas, the 5-year-olds, only 27% of them were free of tooth decay. And in 2011, 52% were free of tooth decay. I mean, that's a huge jump, you know, and that shows the benefit of these alternative public health measures, which water fluoridation hasn't shown in the 50 years that it's been there. You know, the tooth decay rate has come down in industrialised worlds across the world, and just the same as it has in New Zealand. So water fluoridation is not going to improve tooth decay further. It's changing habits that will improve it further. I'd like to say, if I was that child that was at risk of tooth decay, knowing what I know now, I would much rather be given the skills and the knowledge to take responsibility for my own teeth, and then I'd have a chance of avoiding the fillings and tooth decay that were becoming my way if I was relying purely on water fluoridation. Much better than having a substance which supposedly is a preventative medicine in my drinking water, which actually could potentially cause me harm. And also, by having skills and knowledge, I can then pass them on to my children. Water fluoridation won't pass anything on to my children.